Welcome back to Dear Tisia. I am so excited. First of all, our first 2 episodes, y'all didn't play on my name like I told y'all to. And I'm so excited about it. We've been getting so many great reviews and just so much great feedback on our episodes. So thank you so much to everyone who has tuned in. We are on episode 3. And I have to say this. Let's start this shit the fuck over. First of all, baby, May was a crazy month for me, so I was kind of skedaddling, okay? I was skedaddling in May, but it's June. Don't play on my wig, don't play on my name, don't play on my motherfucking fit, okay? Baby, we had to, okay, scratch them first 2 episodes, okay? Because that wasn't really how I represent. Y'all know a Chicago girl don't play about her hair. So don't play about me, don't play about my lace, don't play about my name, okay? Bust down middle, custom, baby. Okay, Christopher Kyle on the wig, all right? I had to catch up, you know. I didn't want to delay y'all because I said that the episodes were coming in May. Okay, so I didn't want to delay too long, but we back live trill how it's supposed to be, okay? I'm very, very excited about that. Okay, so a couple reminders, okay? Subscription reminders. Follow the Dear Tisia on Apple and Spotify. You know, all of you non-Apple users, okay? You can follow us on Spotify, Apple Music, follow us, and also please leave us a 5-star review. Not 3, not 2, 5. Okay, don't play with me. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, okay? And we have a goal by Labor Day. We want to do 50,000 followers, okay? 50,000 followers on Apple Podcasts, 500 reviews. We are already at over 250, so we already halfway there, baby. We already halfway there, and we only on the second episode, okay? So we're doing good. And then we need 100,000 subscribers on both channels. That is, I believe, Dear Tisia or Tisia XVS, and then also Relationship Restored, okay? So we need 100,000 subscribers. We already there, okay? We having a ball. It's been a good time. This is my dream. I don't know if I ever shared this with y'all. This is like my dream. And I always say one chair, one mic is my ideal platform. And we gonna have a good time. It's only gonna get better from this, okay? Look, the wig already better, okay? Life is good, okay? Everything is better, all right? We're already on our 3rd episode, so this is gonna be good. Now,
I forgot to also tell you to mention that we top 5 in the relationship.
Okay, so yes. So once upon a time, okay, Dre, who is over Relationship Restored and our platform that we post on, right? Okay, so, you know, y'all, everybody knows that this platform is, my podcast is hosted by Relationship Restored. And he told me that our podcast was like number 13. And then I think we moved to number 8. And then once upon a time I was barbecuing on the rooftop and he was like, Tisia, we number 5. And you know what the thing about just imposter syndrome? I did not believe him. And I had never looked at it, but I went back and I scrolled and he was like, you know, it's thousands of podcasts. And I was like, you know what the craziest thing, y'all? This is my trauma. I done already paid the lady about this, okay? I've already paid my therapist about this. But the trauma in me was like, maybe because our platform is called Relationship Restored, that I just automatically shot up the charts with this being a relationship podcast. And it's not, okay? So I'm looking dead at the camera. It didn't just hit because it's under a it hit because I'm the fucking shit at our podcast, and it's shit, and it's just so good. It's just so freaking good. And for all of you around the way girls, all of you girls that's growing up in the projects, all of you girls, this has been like my dream. I want to speak to the everyday woman. Look, the hood girls, the ratchet girls, baby, the sexy reds, the bust down middle. I am for you. We are here. And y'all, we are number 5. And we could be something else by the end of this week, okay? So I don't know who the 1, 2, 3, and 4 is, but I'm on your ass. And that's that. I'm on your ass. I don't know who 1, 2, 3, and 4, but I think being number 5, we were the top Black relationship podcast in the world right now. And again, I don't know who 1, 2, 3, 4. I never heard them people, but I'm on your ass and I'm coming for your spot. And that's that on that. Period, okay? Anyways, now on to our peanut gallery. We have Gabby here. I always like to tell a story about how I met all of my friends. Okay, so once upon a time, Gabby hosts events here in DC, and her business partner reached out to me and was like, Gabby wants you to come to this event. I had no clue. And this was like my entry into like the DC nightlife, like who's who crowd. Like I had really been like a low-key person. That's just a testament to say like you never know who's watching you. And he was like, Gabby wants to invite you to this event. And this was really at, I think it was at La Vie or 12 Stories.
La Vie, yeah.
La Vie. And we went out, and I remember walking in, and she was like, Tisia. And I was like, I think, black girls, we change our hair all the time. I didn't quite gather what was happening. But let me tell you, Gabby is the truth. And I love her down. And she has been the sweetest, warmest, bubbly spirit ever since then. And I promise you, like, I had never really sought to be on like the DC kind of, but I just like feel like knowing you, it was like, okay, this is like the doors are open. And I've been like, we've been out. We've been hanging.
Nothing ever stay. You have been outside. Very cutesy, very demure though, but outside.
I've been outside. Anyways, if you want to hang out in DC, baby, follow Gabby. Follow Lydia in the City.
Yes. And also, Great Energy Group.
Okay. And they're all the events, from fitness to mental health to like health in general, from partying, all different type of events. Okay, like if you want to be in the mix in DC, follow Great Energy Group, follow Liddy in the City, follow Gabby, and follow Mark Polo. What's his handle? Polo. Okay, period. Okay. That's what puts you in all the parties, all you need to know. Anyways, though, love Gabby all the time.
Love you, T.
Yes. It's been so good. Okay. So we have been saying that we want to get to 500 reviews on Apple Podcasts. We're at 250 reviews. I want to share a review that really touched my spirit, okay? And it said, wow, Tisia, I absolutely loved, in capital letters, okay? This episode, the space felt so cozy and inviting. The questions were thoughtful and real. And the way you broke down each topic was chef's kiss. The fragrance moment was everything. Congrats on that beautiful purchase, by the way. That was the most money I ever spent on a fragrance shower. The lighting and the audio were on point too. You both are creating something so special and powerful here. I'm so proud of you. Keep shining and sharing your magic. Love you, Mamacita, Hermosa, Nancy. And so funny thing is that, and she wouldn't care if I shared this, but Nancy is a part of my Secret Girls Chat. And the Secret Girls Chat is a space that I created for like women to share and have their own kind of space without men in our business. And Nancy, we helped escape from a crazy abusive situation. We helped her get a new apartment. She got a new vehicle. This review, because I've seen it, this review is from Nancy. And Nancy is a testament to what my Secret Girl Chat is about. When I first met Nancy, she was telling me about simple, minuscule things that this man was doing to her. And I was just like, you got to get out of there. He's terrible for you. And long story short, Nancy ended up plotting, and the man came home and her sister was there packing her shit up. So join my Secret Girls Chat. If you feeling like you don't know how to get out, join my Secret Girls Chat. Nancy and I have become very close. I went out to LA. I've seen her in California and San Fran, and it's just so crazy how women just stick together anyway. So shout out to Nancy. Love you, Nancy. Thank you for leaving the review. Are we on to our first red flag report? In a recent interview with Real 92.3 LA, Brittany Renner revealed that she and Kevin Gates got married on April 6th and separated just 52 days later.
We got married April 6th and divorced May 28th.
So you're divorced?
Yes. But there is a 90-day waiting period in Islam where it's basically you have 90 days to see if you're pregnant, because then he would be responsible, right? And then also in those 90 days, it's for reconciliation, because Allah wants you to stay married. And then during those 90 days, you are not to entertain anybody romantically. So what I will say is that Islam has made my life a lot easier. I think even with this transition and things changing, right. Honestly, it's like I don't think anybody gets married to not stay married. So I think my biggest thing for me is this is a nice 90-day reset, just focusing on myself and pouring into myself. And what I also will add is that I followed my heart, and that's more than what most people can say in this world.
Let me tell y'all this. I have become a slow burn girl, okay? I always say you don't want to be a coffee girl, you want to be a tea girl. If you want to learn how to be a tea girl, get into my secret girl chat, okay? The coffee girls are hooked on crack, okay? The coffee girls are like, woo, 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 woo. They're crazy people, all right? It's just, you need a high, you're picked up. You want to be a tea girl. Tea is soothing, tea is calm, tea is when and you got coffee and coffee here.
Yes.
Crazy and crazy, okay? Kevin Gates and Brittany Renner are both two loose screws, all right? Brittany called me, okay? The last episodes, we talked about Carly, all right? Y'all both on this love and hip-hop basketball wives situation. Brittany called me because, baby, I could have told you that that wasn't going to work, okay? Two coffee people, if you think about it. Like, Brittany was kind of she was up there in energy, and just her persona was kind of very loud.
Yes.
And then you got Kevin.
He don't get tired.
He got two phones. One for the phones and one for the low. Okay? You got Kevin out here humping and pumping on stage, telling you what he gonna do. You saw him on Carisha Please. Shout out to Carisha. Shout out to Carisha, okay? Yeah. You saw him on Carisha Please telling all his business, all right? And then you got with another wild card.
I like that.
And you thought that was gonna be.
That was the one.
Yeah, that I sensed that wasn't gonna really work out. I actually was surprised how, you know what, I always say this. I always feel like, Instagram, TikTok, and shit like that, you don't really get to say what you want to say. But now I'm like, feel like this is like my shit. One chair, one mic. One chair, one mic. So I can say what I want to say. Kevin, I'm looking at the camera, I'm saying this. If you Drika for Brittany Renner, I'm not over it. I'm never going to be fucking over it. You went from growing plants, from having a fucking farm, to being a just natural beauty to Brittany Renner. You should be a fucking ashamed of yourself. And Islam is ashamed of you as well. Okay? Islam is like, Kevin, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, it's interesting she said love. I was like, love? Okay.
52 days you married this man and was parading him all around stage. And he was all up in the comments. All up in the comments defending it. Kevin Gates is a wild card. And I just feel like, the ideal match was wild card with Drika, who is a calm, grounded person. Okay? Yeah. Drika supposedly popped out with a new bae as well. My sister was telling me about that. Okay, and look, we gonna talk about that later, but y'all need to be a Tiana Taylor summer, a Cash Doll summer. Okay,
Cause baby,
they
not looking back.
Pop out.
They popped out. Surprised her man with the birthday dinner. He was in awe. And then Cash Doll and I'm forgetting his name right now. They looked so great in their brown
Ladarius?
leather. Ladarius. And on the brown leather for the BT Awards, I was like,
period.
And he loves out loud.
And just like they blended the families together, the kids are together, everything. Look, Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa. Hey, Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa. Baby, have you a Tiana Taylor Cash Doll motherfucking summer, okay? That's what y'all need. Okay, anyways, let me get off that. Bar. Brittany Renner slipped up, baby. He was not mature enough to handle where she was. Once upon a time, even in therapy, I've heard that like when you experience trauma, you stop even mental and emotional development where you are. And I think that Brittany is probably a 16-year-old. You get what I'm saying? And Kevin wasn't mature enough to go and dig her up out of there.
I don't know if there's enough time to even get there. I feel like
2 days.
I feel like they were dating and then they were married. I was like, oh, we moved quick. And I was, maybe I'm missing it, but I was like, okay.
I mean, she had a ring. She was in a music video.
Yeah, I was like,
oh. But you know what? I can say this shit because this is my shit. And one thing about me, baby, this is my shit. And I can say, you know what? A lot of men like that, I think Kevin was looking for someone naive and agile and moldable. And Brittany was just like kind of looking for that escape. You know, she was looking for, she had been run through by these NBA niggas. She had been run through by all of these, okay? And now she was looking for somebody to really kind of step in. And that'd be the thing. A lot of religion is to like mask. Women think that men that are religious are going to like be like upfront and like upright and just like the structure. Dumb niggas be the worst. Yeah. They be the worst ones. Dumb. Look, you ever dated a PK? A preacher's kid?
I haven't, but I've seen them from afar, and I'm like, baby, you good.
You outside,
right? I'm like,
dumb preacher's kids, them ones that come from a.
I'm like, oh, okay.
It's almost less risky to date. Look, I'd rather take. Look, give me a single parent household. The ones that come from the.
Hey, keep it real. Like,
hello, listen.
Show me what we're working with up front.
Okay, they be wanting to adopt their whole parents' marriage. That's a whole other thing. Anyways, baby, Kevin wasn't gonna come get you out of the debt that you was in. Okay, he couldn't pay that cost, so that just is what it is. You know, it was just she was just too far gone, and I think she needed somebody more mature and more grounded to come and dig her out of that. Literally, it was loose cannon with loose cannon. Both Brittany and
want to see her like single and just like. By herself.
Brittany, call me. I will tell you how to have the best single life you ever had, okay? Before she met Kevin, her whole trope on Basketball Wives was like, I'm single and I'm dating. That was the whole thing. And then next thing you know, she popped out with a husband. That man was looking and he was watching. And he was praying and he was like, oh, okay. I know. She vibrating low. Yeah. Anyways, Brittany called me. We all knew that wasn't gonna work. Kevin, stick with more of Drika's kind, okay? Because you need somebody more grounded. Anyways, Drika to Brittany was a crazy dip, and there ain't no shade on Brittany, but like he got it right the first time. All right, Drika, make sure you have fun as well. Anyways, topic number 2. Okay, in a recent lip service with Angela Yee interview, a guest says he wants a woman to want him for his money.
Let me ask you this. So how do you know a woman doesn't want you just for your money or for your...
I want a woman to want me for my money. I'm a provider. Want me to provide. So why are you choosing me? You want an alpha man? I'm gonna show you my alpha man. I'm here to take care of your every needs, and that's not just financially. That's mentally, that's emotionally, that's spiritually. Because I'm here to lead in every aspect of my life because I know what you're gonna bring to me. When I put you in an environment of peace, when I put you in an environment where you feel secure, you're gonna elevate. And when a woman elevates, good women are going to elevate the men right next to them. So you become my diamond in the rough.
How do you know who's a good woman and who's not, though?
I don't worry about that. I'm a good man. I don't care if you're tarnished. I'm going to perfect you. If I'm a good man, this is what's going to happen.
I love this. Gigi's like,
I'm here for it. I need this recorded.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is recorded.
And my morning mantras. I need to custom one.
We need to play these as morning affirmations from today on, right?
Do you have cousins or any uncles? Okay. Do you have brothers or any kinfolk, baby? Okay. That's because people think I'm crazy. I'd be like, bring back the barbershop men. Okay. Remember the men that just go into the barbershop having a talk? They got a clean fade, a low fade. Okay. Mm-hmm. We don't, the men with the brush, the men with the, okay, they taking more time than you. We need to bring back the barbershop men. I feel like this is the barbershop man. Okay.
Yes.
He's saying, he's a provider and he wants a woman to want him for his money. You know what I think is so interesting? Women, when women are talking about like, I want a provider man or I want some man that's successful, we're forgetting that provider, there are so many habits and lifestyle adjectives that come with being successful. These are the same men that are disciplined, that are working out, that are getting up early in the morning, that have very good daily habits that actually equal success. So it's not that like I'm a gold digger.
Yeah.
But it's just like I don't date men that don't wake up after 9 a.m. Because what are you doing? You know?
There will be signs.
So I don't think this is a walking red flag in affirmation talk. This is like a man's man.
Yeah.
And we're all waiting on these type of men to come back. Lord, dear God, the men that you sent us, can we have a new shipment? Okay. The men that you sent us, we're waiting for more to be dropped off. Okay. Can we have a new shipment? Because these are the ones that we want. Okay. Yes. I want a woman to want me for my money. Yeah. Okay. I was watching a podcast maybe a couple months ago, and the guy was like, do you want to, don't you, if you pay for the first 5 or 10 dates, don't you want a woman to pay for the next one? And unanimously, all of the men were like, no.
Okay.
I don't want my woman to pay for the date. And I'm just, where are these men? We don't want to. We don't want to pick up the tab. That is not my currency in life. And people think I'm crazy. I don't pay for dates. I don't care if it was 3 dates. I don't care if it was 5 dates. I don't care if it was 8 dates. And I get this question all the time. Well, when do you think it's a safe time to pick up the tab? I'm not doing it. That's not my currency. I've added value to your life before I even sat down at this table. Okay. I don't, you want to embarrass me in public by having me.
Can we talk about that? Because when you do pull out the card, it sometimes emasculates the man. And sometimes the man's like, wait, hold on right here.
Find you a man that feels conflicted when you want to pay. Even on his birthday. I have dated men, I've been like, babe, it's your birthday, I'm going to pay. And after I paid, the man was like, that was uncomfortable. Find you a man that's uncomfortable. Okay, with you pulling out your car and paying that fucking bill.
Because they are out there.
They're out there.
They are out there. They're like, wait, what's okay?
Hold on. Like, don't play on my name.
Like you can tell them like getting there. They're shifting
I
in the
always
chair.
tell this story. Once upon a time, I had a Halloween party. You were there, Gabby. I had a Halloween party, and a friend of mine was like, Tisia, I've heard what you saying online. Why can't you pay for a date if a man pay for a date? And my ex was there, and I said, hey, I dated this man 10 years ago, and since I've known him, I have never paid for a date. And I said, actually, I think I paid for one date. And that man stood there. My ex said, hey, you didn't pay for that date. I went to the bathroom, and when I came back, the bill was paid. Don't ever tell anybody you paid for. Hello? He said, don't ever tell anybody you paid for it. He didn't even want that on his name, okay?
He said, don't
I paid. He said, no, you tricked me. I went to the bathroom, and when I came out, the bill was paid. And when you want to know what I loved about that? It was man to man. As a woman, sometimes you gotta let grown men have their own fucking conversations. And there was a grown man telling another grown man that she ain't gonna pay for a date while she with me. And that's the problem. These men got their own platforms, their own podcasts, and the women got their own podcasts. And nobody, let the men talk to the fucking men. Because his grown ass told his grown ass that she ain't never paid for nothing while she was with me. And you know what he said? Oh, so he is who spoiled you. And I sat there in all my fucking glory and smiled. Okay? You need more men telling you that he willing to pick up that fucking bill. Yeah. That's what you need. Yeah. More men need to hear other grown-ass men saying, hey, I take pride in picking up that fucking bill. I take pride in covering the fucking cost. And don't ever tell anybody.
He was like,
cut the show. Cut it.
that don't leave the table.
Look, cut the show. No, you went to I went to the bathroom. When I came back, that bill was paid. So don't ever tell nobody that ever the fuck again. And I was glad that he heard a man saying that, because clearly, look, I'm just living for the first time, all right? So they don't want to listen to me, but listen to another man telling you that he covered the fucking cost, and he will always, if his name is on that tab, okay? That's it on that. So anyways,
shout out to the ex.
We looking for the men like him, okay? Where you at, friend? Let me know if you have any uncles, cousins. My limit is about 30, 32, 34. You know what I'm saying? If you got cousins, uncles, look, we looking for y'all, all right? We looking for these type of men, the alpha males that's like, I want a woman to want. How proud you should be. You should be proud.
Yeah.
That you in a tax bracket where a woman is like, wow, you're dependable, you're reliable, you've made a name for yourself.
A safe space.
A safe space. Okay, period. Anyways, we on to our bitch you smell good segment. That's one of my favorite segments. Okay. Let's see. So our new fragrance, this is a mystery scent.
Ooh.
And the reason, this is my Bitch You Smell Good segment, okay? And my Bitch You Smell Good segment is my child. It's like my baby. Anybody that knows me knows that I love fragrance and I have over 200 fragrance. So the reason why I'm not going to coffee date is because I have a $50,000 fragrance collection, baby. A few sprays of my perfume is going to cost me more than a mocha chocolate, okay? And that's why I'm not going out on a coffee date with nobody's son, okay? But I love my Bitch You Smell Good segment. And this fragrance is so special because this was a fragrance gifted by Bree and Dre, my very good friends, after we launched Dear Tisia, okay? So this was a fragrance that I was gifted, almost like a, you know how you go and you buy a new home and you get like those new homeowner gifts? This was my new podcast gift from my dear friends, Dre and Bree, and I'm so very excited. First of all, get into the bag. Y'all already know how we coming.
Oh.
Okay.
We're coming.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. And I saved it because I got this a week or two ago, okay? And I saved it so that we can open it up here. Oh, look at the wrapping.
I hope you like it.
It's the details. I love it.
Yeah, I am so excited. Y'all, I don't get excited about many things. I was sharing with Dre this. I said, I don't get excited about a lot of things. You could tell me, baby, that I'm going to the Maldives or Bora Bora, all expense paid, and I'll probably be like, great, thanks. But when it comes to this space that I am creating in my podcast, I am just really over the fucking moon, okay? I am over the moon. So anyways, this is our new fragrance. Oh my God, look. I love an unboxing, child. Okay. It's going to be so good. Okay, let's see what we got, y'all. Ooh. Let me tell you, and this is no shade, but I'm so glad that this is not Baccarat. It's not. It's not. And, you know, we offer Baccarat, okay? Baccarat is very 2022, babes, okay? So if you want to still on Baccarat, okay, very 2022. These are smart people, okay? This is Grand Soir. Okay, I'm opening it up.
The lady at the store says she was a fragrance expert, and I told her about you, so we'll see if she actually picked something that was good.
I'm sure she did. Okay. I'm sure she did. I don't have this one. Okay.
That's already a start.
I have Gentle Fluidity. I do have Baccarat from and I have what's the one? I have like 3 from, but I don't have this one. So this is so good. So excited. Okay, let me pull. Look. Why am I always struggling on screen?
I know, right?
so open the box. It's giving very gourmand. Let me read the notes. I knew it. Gourmandish. Very gourmand. Okay. We have cinnamon tree, obtained from distilling the leaves of the tropical tree. Okay. Of cinnamonium. All right. We have vanilla amber accord. Very gourmand. Okay. Let me tell you this. If you got a fragrance that have a base of vanilla, that's all you need, baby. Okay. Cyst labdanum. The wild shrub grows in arid soils around the Mediterranean, okay? And then we have lavender. And y'all know what I tell y'all. Pronunciation police will be blocked. Do not come up in my comments on, that's not how you say it. I will block you, okay? Period. I will block you. And that's that on that. Let's see. Let's see what we got.
Moment of truth.
Moment of truth. Oh, my God. Can you smell it from over there? No, you probably can't.
No, not yet.
This is real grown. This is giving. Okay.
Are you BSing me or you being real?
Let me tell you this. I don't got no reason to lie. This is giving date night. Y'all, I have a date coming up June 18th.
Period.
With my man that I already texted my friends and told them that I met my husband in the airport. I'm wearing this fragrance on our date. We're going to Del Frisco's. I hope he ain't listening to this. Please don't listen to this. I'm wearing this out on my date.
Oh, yeah, she likes it.
This is good. It's very sultry. It's very sexy. It's very literally like date night grown. And y'all know I like to smell like a man. Okay. I've always said that. I am not your fruity, floral girl. I'm not your fruity floral. I am a gourmand oud, okay, girl. All right. And if I needed to look sillage. I needed to follow me wherever I freaking go. Okay, so this is good. Shout out to Dre and Bray, G and Bray. Bree and Dre. Shout out to Bree and Dre. Okay, this was a superb pick. Okay, listen to y'all counter professionals. All right, because I have a few. I have Gentle Fluidity. I have a few from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. Okay, but I do not have this one.
I'm glad you like it.
I'm about to be real grown. Okay, this is so much. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Go and grab y'all this, okay? Anyways, perfect gift. Thank y'all so much. And this is really because y'all went up on the YouTube, okay? This was YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. Y'all really show us an incredible time. And we're just so excited. So that was my Dear Tisia podcast gift.
So sweet.
So sweet. Oh my gosh. Bitch, you smell good. Follow my page, okay? That was a wonderful, wonderful fragrance. I can still smell it. Okay. So our third segment here is from Dear Tisia. This is our updated voicemail, okay? We have an update from a voicemail. Shall I read this, Dre?
No, I'll play it.
Okay, you'll play it. Okay.
Dear Tisia, thanks for answering my question on your show. I was the one that wrote in about hating everyone, and you are absolutely right. By the time that you recorded this show from when I sent it in, I had got off the apps, and I actually met two white men in person that made me excited about dating again. And so, yeah, the app is not for me, but meeting people in person definitely makes a difference. And I'm having fun with it, like you said. So I'm definitely, I've never really dated a white man before, but I'm open to it now. I've had fun on the first 2 dates, and I'm just seeing where it goes. So I actually want to get out of my bed. So yeah, I think I was just not meeting the right type of men. But I know you give these answers and you don't always hear back from the people. But yeah, you definitely know what you're talking about, because the advice that you gave was exactly what I did. And yeah, I don't think my standards are too high. I just was meeting the wrong type of men. So thanks again.
I love that. First of all, the note says, updated voicemail, you were right to see a girl. I know. I ain't telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know, baby. Okay. I knew, number one, that she could have been neurodivergent. So she basically wrote in and said that she, like, every time she gets to the date point, she kind of flakes out and she's no longer interested. And that is like a lot of women that are neurodivergent, whether it's like even like autistic on the spectrum, you have ADHD, you have anxiety, anything like that. This is what I see a lot, where the hype of like finding the men and clicking on them and even the startup conversations, but then it goes down.
Yeah.
Once the date is actually set. Let me tell you this. The girls are putting cream in their coffee, Gabby.
I had a conversation with my mom just the other day about it, and I was like, "Mom," she was like, "Go ahead,
Gabby. You're a white man's dream."
I was told that. I'm just
you are a white man's dream. Okay, listen. I'm looking dead in the camera. I know I'm not for a white man child. Okay, look, too much flavor, too much sauce on this. All right, too many curves, too much black. Okay, the white man it could swing either way.
Oh my gosh.
The white man like it where it could swing kind of either way. And I already know I'm swinging one way, and that's for the culture, child. But Gabby, you are a white man's dream, FYI. If you ever want to, let me know if you ever tried that. Have you ever tried that out?
I haven't. Well, I went on one date, and he was a little bit too old, but he was just like, no other white men try to talk to you. And I was like, no. I don't think they like me. He was like, no, you're in the wrong pools.
You in it, baby.
And
you
so,
are a white
clearly,
man's, yes, playground. We need to have a cute DC summer and playground. We're going to go to a lot of these little cute posh hotels. Go sit at the bar. while they having happy hour and having their business meetings. I got a list of white men magnet bars. Anyways,
I'm excited.
She said she never dated out of her race before, but she's excited. You know what's interesting? A lot of women ask me, like, how do you know if you're ready to like date again? How do you know if you're ready to step out there and date? And I said, you want to be excited. Like you know, if you feel like there's pee in the dating pool, I don't want to do this no more, girl. Truth is, I'm tired. Options are few. Like this is not the time for you to be dating. But she said she's excited. She met two white men in person who reignited her excitement about dating. You know what the funniest thing? I'm on here telling all my business. You know the funniest thing is that I was telling my friend, I said, girl, I got a date on June 18th, and I bought an outfit, y'all. Now, bitch, I don't buy an outfit for none of these men because honestly, I feel like they can't dress. DC men are weird. None of these men can't dress. So why am I even wasting my clothes, baby? You don't know if this is Fendi, Tom Ford, and Balenciaga. Okay? You can't spot a brand if it you don't even know that this is a oud from Dubai. You don't know nothing. Mm-hmm. So it's like, why am I wasting my outfits and all of my good fits on? It's just depressing. But I bought a new outfit for my man. We're gonna call him Airport Bay.
I'm excited.
I pray that he never listens to this show.
I'm excited. The peanut gallery is excited because
I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay, I bought a real outfit. I'm planning for. You know, I talked to. I hope he never watches the show. I talked to him today, and he was like, "Well, we were texting," and I was like, 1 week to our. Yeah, who am I? Who am I? I was like 1 week, and you know what he said? This is how I know I'm in the right fucking zone. He said, that's just way too long. Period. We got 1 week. This is our 1 week anniversary to our date. Okay. We got 1 week until our date. And he was like, it just seems so far away. Yeah. That's what I need. Okay. I need you to.
We like that.
Catch an early flight if you nasty. Okay. Hop on that flight 2-3 days early. Okay. If you miss me that much. All right. Anyway, shout out to Airport Bay. I already said that.
You know you're going to have to keep people up to date now.
I know, right? You know what's the funniest thing? People have been like, okay, Tisia, when did you become a coach? I said, y'all, Facebook reminds me that in 2014, like years ago.
Oh my God.
2011, I was living in New York, and I was literally telling them about all of my like bays and booze. It was like I was living in New York. I was like, oh, this is a trash man bae. This is a guy I met by the 2 train. This is whatever. And I was, and they would follow me. They'd be like, what happened to the? So y'all, Airport Bay. Mark this day. What's the day? June, whatever. 2025. I'm telling y'all about Airport Bay. This man could be my husband.
I'm committed. I'm glued in. I'm ready.
Period. This man could be look. Okay. So anyways, and I'm saying this to say is because she said she felt excited, and y'all, I bought a new outfit. I have a date night dress for June 18th for my date with Airport Bay.
I'm so excited.
I hope he never watches this. Please never watch this, y'all. Anyways, if I do, I have notes and receipts. When I pop out with that rock on my finger, then we could pull the tape. Okay? Then we could pull the receipts after that. Anyways. I'm very excited for you. I'm glad you're meeting people out in person. Please let me know what the cream and the coffee is like, because I'm not that opposed. I just pray that my husband is a black man. But at this point, I think we all like, fuck it.
Right. I'll try something new.
I'll try something new at this point. Okay. I think at this point, we all open. So let me know how the cream and the coffee is, baby. Okay. Because look, okay, I ain't opposed. She said she just was dating the wrong man. Okay.
She sounded excited too on the voicemail.
She did. She sounded lighter.
Like chipper.
Yes. I know that's right. Keep us posted, friend. Keep us posted. Okay, our second voicemail is, if he loved me, he'd protect me. I think we're going to play this one.
Dear Tisia, me and my fiancé recently just broke up because he doesn't protect me. For example, we got into an argument and he decided to talk behind my back to his stepfather. His stepfather actually called me, cursing me out about the things that, that he was saying to him. Another example, his mom and his stepdad pulled up one time with my daughter to basically confront me about some things and curse me out. Another example is that he had a friend that would talk about me And he would never stand up for me. My fiance would never stand up for me. He would just try to sweep it under the rug. And because we have a 1-year-old daughter, you know, a lot of people say that we should work it out. But the thing is that, you know, a man protects something that he loves. That's what I always been told. So why would I work out something if he doesn't love me? He never protects me. He never keeps his word with me. And I'm afraid that if I stay with him, I'm just showing my daughter that a man could a man could basically never protect you, and that's okay. And it's not okay with me.
I got many things to say. First of all, you skipped this man, businessman. Okay, you said he's been sharing personal arguments with the stepfather, who then the stepfather ended up cursing you out. I want to know how you let a man put a ring on your finger, and how the fuck you become his fiance, because this man has been this man. You have seen this behavior before.
Yeah.
He didn't just surprisingly pop out and become this person. You have seen this man before, and you skipped over it, and you skipped over it. And you talking about you got a 1-year-old daughter. She questions if staying will only teach her child that a man does. You've already taught your child that. Okay? You've seen this man before, and you skipped over it. This man didn't just miraculously become this man, okay? You've seen a lot of this before, down to letting his parents ambush her at home. I think I've said this before. When I worked for DCPS, DC Public Schools, okay, I found out from working with just children that, and these were children from all different walks of life, but just really kind of most are come from a broken household. And my job was to give them enrichment programs to kind of just fluff up their enrichment learning experience. And what we will say at the end of the day is that if you follow a crazy kid home, a crazy mama is going to open the door. If you follow a crazy kid home, a crazy mama is going to open the door. This man was crazy because you seeing that his parents, she said,
the stepdad
letting his parents ambush her at home.
I was stuck on the stepdad cussing her out. I was like,
you've seen this before, okay? And it's honestly, it's really unfortunate, but you're absolutely right. I see so many women, and I want y'all to know that a healthy, I'm looking in the camera, a healthy single parent household, all right, it's far better than a toxic 2-parent household. Y'all so stuck on keeping these fucking families together, okay? And when I tell you, baby, you would have been better off taking you and your baby and building yourself back up, building your self-esteem, your children seeing you happy, than staying in a 2-parent household and the shit is toxic. I have friends and family that got 2-parent household. The mom and daddy been sleeping in different rooms for 20 years. 20 years. They've been sleeping in a different bed. Okay? So the 2-parent household shit don't fucking matter. Look, we turned out fine. I turned out fine. Look, my dad was in and out. I turned out just fine. You want to be the best person that you can be, the best version of yourself, so you have a full cup to pour out of. The 2-parent household shit is a scam. Mm-hmm. It is a scam. You better off having a single parent household with you and your child, building them up, showing them the right way, than a 2-parent household. And this man got his parents jumping on you. Okay? Trust me. I feel like that's all a scam. And you got a 1-year-old, okay? I think I would just do a temp check on that. You know, hopefully, I always say, just because he's not a good partner doesn't mean he can't be a good father. Just because he's not a good partner, that doesn't mean he can't be a good father. And a lot of times, women are so emotionally invested, they don't know how to separate a man from being a good partner and being a good parent. You can be a good parent without being a good partner. He don't want you no more. He don't want to be with you. But that doesn't mean that you use this kid to try to, you know, and then all of a sudden he can be a good parent without being a good partner. And that's a tough pill. That's a big, big, tough pill for a lot of women to swallow, because most women feel like the child comes with the partnership. And that's not necessarily true. So my advice to this sweet girl is that, first of all, stay on your own, take your baby and do what you need to do. Hopefully he can be a good co-parent, but that crazy family bred that crazy man, and you've seen that man before. You just ignored it. I promise you. You're not surprised. I didn't even hear it in her voice that she was surprised. She's seen that man before.
Yeah.
She saw that man before. She saw it in an argument. She saw it when she went through his phone. She saw it when... okay.
Yeah.
She's seen that man before.
And for the stepdad to be condoning that behavior, because I'm sure that's what the cuss out was about.
You know what? This be my issue with people that brag about the 2-parent household. When I meet men, they be like, my parents been married for 25 years. In my head, I be like, so the fuck what? What kind of marriage did they have?
That's the real question.
What did you see? What did you see growing up? My parents been together, and I'm just like, well, are you gonna try to force what you saw with your parents growing up on me? Because I'm allergic to when these men be like, oh well, mama, you saw your mama humping and pumping a lot too. And a lot of these men have seen their mom working so hard. And this is why they're so fucking liberal in the household. They're like, oh, I'll do the laundry. I'll help with the kids. Yeah, because you saw your mama bringing home the bacon. And then now you want to be like, well, why can't we put all of our money in one account? No. No. Hold the fucking phone. So I'm always skeptical of these men that be like, I've seen my parents for 20, they're still together. What kind of marriage did they have?
Yes.
Okay. That's very, very important.
Be honest.
Be honest. Tell the truth about it. Tell the truth. Rip that shit raw to the bare bones. What kind of marriage did your parents have? And you know what I always ask a man? What do you want to keep from your parents, for what you saw from your parents, and what do you want to do away with?
Oh, that's a good
one. That's a very good one. Okay. What did you see from your parents growing up that you want to keep, and what do you want to do away with? That'll force him to really think like, what the hell was really happening in that house? Okay. Child. No, ma'am. I feel like this woman needs to be on her own. Take her child,
You're not married yet.
Yeah, not married.
You're not married yet. Give him back the ring.
Look.
Clean
Beyonce.
Clean
Beyonce. That he was that person as your boyfriend.
Unfortunately.
He was that person as your boyfriend. And a lot of times women think that the ring is going to solidify something else. He was this man, and his family was crazy like that too, as your boyfriend.
Not the stepdaddy's a bully. I'm sorry. Like
family.
Oh, and the mom too. Yeah. Like
she said the parents ambushed her at home.
With the child. Right? The child was there.
Yeah. But also too, like, when you talk about, this is a crazy clip. Once upon a time, y'all saw this clip of Megan Good and her ex-husband. Okay, what's his name? Something
Devon Franklin.
Devon Franklin, right? And he was on a panel, and Megan was up there, and they both were on the panel, and the lady in the audience said, Megan, you're gonna start covering up now, right? You're going to start putting on clothes now, right, Megan? You're not going to be out here with all of this promiscuous clothes. Devon Franklin, whatever his name is, he stepped up and he said,
shut it down.
Shut that shit the fuck down. This is what we not going to do. Yeah. You're not going to talk about my wife in this way. Okay, because I married her and I have a covenant under God, and you're not gonna talk. That's the type of man, okay, that you want. He couldn't even take a woman saying, Megan, you need to cover up. You need to put on more clothes. If you're supposed to be a wife of a reverend, a pastor, a man of God, you need to. He said, not on my watch.
I love that.
Not on my watch.
Send me that clip. I love that.
It's too good, girl. Yeah. He cut her ass off.
And I know she felt like, let me go sit down.
Yeah. And while you up in here talking, you need to be finding you a man that's going to advocate for you. Okay. That's what you need to be doing. You need to be finding you a man that's going to advocate for you. Yes. And that level of protection is what this girl clearly is missing. Okay. sweetheart. Leave him in the dust. Take you and your child. Let him co-parent. Okay, he ain't got to be your partner to be a parent. He ain't got to be your partner to be a parent. Okay, but his family, run. You don't want that for life. Period. Anyways, are we on voicemail number 2, Drake? Oh wow, I thought we answered 2 already. Okay, sorry. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, all right, that was update. Okay, are we listening? Okay, perfect.
Dear Tisia, I've been dating this guy that I met through a Facebook dating app. So we've been on maybe 6, 7 dates. And of course, one thing led to another. So he's a general contractor. So recently, he was pulled away from one job and sent to another one. But in between time, the good morning text went from good morning, beautiful, good morning, love, to good morning or GM, and then like no communication at all. Then recently we talked, and I'm like, are you cool? Is it me? Because of course my feelings have gotten involved, and I'm just trying to figure out like what to do now. I'll ghost a man before he ghosts me any day, and I'll block you as well. So I'm just trying to see, like, he's saying nothing's going on, just work. It comes with the territory, and like essentially, like sometimes he's gonna be in the city and sometimes he's not. But I'm like, you need to communicate. Like, is it me or like is this nigga like full of shit?
He's full of shit. He's lying. Sweetheart, he's lying to you. You said you went on 6 to 7 days and boom, then came the intimacy. Then this nigga switched up. Hello? 6 to 7 dates, then came the intimacy, then this man switched up. And what I found to be more alarming about what she wrote, she said the good morning text became GM. Ladies, if you go from good morning, beautiful, to good morning, to GM, to fucking crickets, he doesn't like you anymore.
Yeah.
It's just simple math, okay? And it's really sad. And when you said that you would block a man quick, let me tell you how you lost your power. You already asked him, what's up? When a man is doing things that you do not like, or you don't like the way that he's moving, you show disinterest. Okay. You've already told him that you noticed the switch up. That was your first fucking fumble. Okay. When a man hit me up and he says, oh, my bad, I'm sorry, I haven't reached out in a while. I said, oh, I didn't even notice. Fuck you. I didn't even notice. I didn't notice that you didn't reach out to me,
that
sweetheart.
Hurt his little ego.
Hurt your little ego.
Damn.
You call yourself apologizing to me.
She didn't even notice.
I said, really? Well, I didn't even notice. You've already shown him that you've already acknowledged that he hasn't kept the same behavior. And that's where you went the fuck left, friend. Okay, that is in general. You've already acknowledged a bad behavior. I learned this from a saleswoman. So there was this young girl on Instagram. She had like millions of followers. Anyway, she was like a multi-millionaire, like 26 years old. And she said, when I would go to the car dealerships to buy my dream cars, it would be like Lamborghinis and Bentleys and Maybachs and all this type of shit. She said when she would be negotiating with the car salesman, when he would throw out a number that she didn't like, she literally would fucking ignore him. She would show disinterest. And he had no choice. The silence is deafening. He would come back with a different number. And I said, that's gonna work with dating. If a man throws out some shit that you're not interested in, you show disinterest. You ignore him until he comes back with a better fucking offer. And I said, she's talking about business, but this can be used in relationships. Absolutely. And I stand by that. If a man is doing things that you don't like, you don't approve, you literally ignore the fuck out of him. You show disinterest and he will come back with a counter offer. You've already acknowledged the bad behavior. Is it just me? What's going on here? That's why you went left. At the end of the day, is that sometimes men don't see the value before you become intimate with them. And we don't give them enough time and space to see the value before you become intimate with them. And this man, and it also doesn't allow the woman to see who this man is before you become intimate. 6-7 dates.
You know what my
Some girls ain't making it in 2 dates.
Yeah, but he was like, it comes with the territory. I know what a 9 to 5 is. Relax. I know what a general like. It comes with it. Don't play with my girl. Don't do that.
Nasty must be on clearance. It comes with the territory. Clearance. This is what happens when you make a little fish feel like a big fish.
Come on. Right there.
Not the whole general public. The women out here in the general public, we're suffering because you made a little fish feel like a big fish.
Comes with the territory.
A general contractor.
Excuse me. Good morning. You know what kills me? The HBD. So when she said GM, I was like,
GM is diabolical.
Like, the O's and the D's are crazy that you couldn't write that. Like the more, like it's like, oh, it gets me. It gets under my skin. I don't know.
GM.
The laziness.
GM is wild. Now she has her feelings involved and the communication is fading. Let it fade.
Yeah.
Let it fade. The Uno reverse is a real thing. Let it fade. Flip the motherfucking switch on him. The more you entertain and actually acknowledge the bad behavior, the more he feels like he got you in the pocket. You need to live life. You need to look good, do good. You need to literally not acknowledge anything that he has going on, okay? He played you. That's exactly what it is. And when women say like, oh, when should I wait to have sex? When should I, the thing about it is that a man that has good intentions with you is not going to switch up after you become intimate with him. That's just really the end of it all.
Yeah.
If he actually is interested and invested in you and is intrigued by you and cares about you, he's not going to switch up after you become intimate. Now I have my own trope about when is it appropriate, how long you should wait and all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, he smashed and dashed. That's exactly what he wanted. And you can regain your power by literally just reversing, like let them text slow down. Any communication that he gives, slow down. Don't respond to the good morning. Starve him out.
You know, you said something on your page one time about like not giving too much information to men. Like, I hope she wasn't like, I don't have sex until like the 3rd date. Like, because like he would have stalled out to the 6th date. And then, like we gotta like women, we gotta kind of be quieter. Like,
it's called the black cat theory. Okay. The black cat theory is this like mysterious thing, right? When you see a black cat, you kind of like scared a little bit, right? And it's like, wait a minute, hold on, let me pray. Like I was in the voodoo, like what's going on? It's the black cat theory. You want to literally like breadcrumb information. Like literally, like some of the guys I'm dating, I don't even think they know what I do for a living. And you need that type of mystery, right? Yes. You need that type of just like, he doesn't know it all. He doesn't know everything about you. You got to kind of breadcrumb him and leave him like coming back for more. So yeah, you're absolutely right about that. It's called the black cat theory. Okay, y'all. You want to be this mysterious, okay? It's a mysterious cat in a wild child and have this man wondering more about you. You just like your breadcrumbing, just like a drop in the bucket about different information about you. And it's almost like, we'll talk about it next time I'll see you. Like always leave him kind of
go with Hansel
coming back for more. Okay, period. That's that on that. Anyways, yeah, girl, that's dead. He got what he wanted, and he's just sometimes I don't think women understand that dating is exploratory. I say this all the time. Dating is exploratory. Sometimes men meet you and they thought that they may have liked you based on your physical appearance, based off of initial conversations, and then they meet you and they're just like.
And the same with women. We do the same.
We do the same. But the state of what we have now is that men are making more choices that they don't like the women in particular that they're dating, and women will accept anybody that likes them.
That's so sad.
I know it's so sad. The moment that a man is like, I'm into you, we just accept. I said, girl, did you screen him? Do you know if you like him back? A lot of times you don't know if you like him back. You're just so interested in the one that likes you. And you have to put them through the same screening process that they put you through, And that's just that. So anyways, yeah, girl. He smashed and dashed, friend. Yeah, and I'm sorry that your emotions are involved, but that's typical, child. Anyways, GM is wild. GM is wild.
No, Don't text at that point. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't have responded.
You
I'd
gotta
like,
flip that script.
I'd have been like, I'm like, don't. I don't want to trouble yourself. Don't trouble yourself to send the text, child. Because the GM was like, oh God, I gotta.
Right.
No. Don't worry about it.
And I feel like a lot of that stuff is really for like men to like prevent you from like crashing out. So they gotta still send you a little bit, so you won't be like, he ghosted me. So they just send you a little bit, and that's even worse, y'all. Anyways, that's voicemail number 2. We on 59 minutes. How you feeling, Dre? We got something else to talk about? Okay. No, I think that's good. Episode 3 in the books.